Oh, we are live! How are we, lads? Come on, the footy! The footy's back! Guys, subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! The Cowboys win it! Woo! Oh yeah. You love to see it. Hello, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Saturday football review for round 11 of the 2022 NRL season. Allow me to readjust this camera for just a second. Just getting this beautiful Cowboys jersey in the pitch. Hope you guys are all doing well on this Saturday night. Welcome to the Saturday football review for round 11 of the 2022 NRL season. And let me just say this. As a Cowboys supporter, I have never been more excited for a fucking team in years. As you guys would know, the Cowboys haven't played finals football since 2017. That season we came 8th, and we made it all the way to the grand final and went out in the grand final against Melbourne. 18, torture. 19, torture. 20, torture. 21, torture. 2022, we are in the top 4. We are in third. We are equal second with Melbourne. We are potentially one win away from being first if we can knock off Penrith next week, which promises to be an absolute classic. Friday night, 6 o'clock, Penrith versus North Queensland. It's going to be a fucking classic next week, so get ready for that one, fellas. But fucking hell, up the Cowboys. We absolutely annihilated Melbourne. 36 points to 6 up there in Townsville. I know there was no Pappenhausen. I know there was no Jerome Hughes and no Nelson or Solomona. But to be fair, the Cowboys lost Kyle Feld early, who's a very important part of our team. We lost the best forward in the game and Jason Taumalolo. And the Cowboys, just the energy, the resilience, and everything else, completion rates, kicking game, the style of football that we're playing at the moment, we are a well-balanced side, and I think the Cowboys are looking like a top 4 team, man. I will take it. Some say that Melbourne will never have a chance, but here's the thing, right? You can only play what's in front of you, and at the end of the day, the Cowboys won, the Storm didn't, so suck shit, Melbourne, and they can go and get fucked. And also, Felice Kafusi, you cunt, you fucking grub, fuck you too. But up the Cowboys, what a win. But we'll get into the Cowboys in a little bit. We saw 3 games of football today. We saw the Dragons beat the Warriors 24 points to 18. We saw the Cowboys beat the Storm 36 points to 6. And we saw the Panthers defeat the Roosters 32 points to 12. Now, I could be wrong, but I could have sworn that I tipped the Dragons Warriors scoreline on my tipping video. I could swear it. I did. Let me have a look. Let me just go back to my tipping video for just a second. I know the internet connection's a bit blurry at the moment. I do apologize about that. I'm just going to try and see if I can find my tips. The Dragons Warriors game. I could have sworn I tipped the Dragons to win. Hang on, here we go. This game at Cogra. I think it'll be a very close game. I'm going to go the Dragons by 6. I'm going to go with a scoreline of the Dragons 24, the Warriors 18. First try scorer, I'm going to go with Jack Burton. What did I say? What did I say for the Dragons and Warriors? Oh, hang on. Allow me to repeat that. First try. And you go the Dragons by 6. I'm going to go with a scoreline of the Dragons 24, the Warriors 18. And guess who got that right? Nick from Australia. I nailed that prediction. I predicted Dragons 24, Warriors 18. If I got the first try score, it would have been even better, but nailed that prediction. Fucking me. What about that? The Dragons over the Warriors, 24-18. Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. And bear with me, guys. I just got a fucking notification. I won some money on Sportsbet. The first try of the whole KL versus Catalans game, and I believe I got that right. I'm just having a look who the fuck scored it. I've got no idea. Ben Crooks. I just want $100 on Sportsbet. Now, just so you guys know, I need to let you guys know this as well. If Richmond and St Kilda win on the AFL, I will win $1,500. Now, I know this has got nothing to do with the reviews, and I will get into the reviews in just a second, but I just need you guys to know that if the Richmond Tigers and the Essendon Bombers win in the AFL, I'm going to win $1,000. $1,500. Now, the multi, here it is. I had Western Bulldogs 1-39. Tick. Geelong Cats 1-39. Tick. St George Illawarra Dragons 1-12. Tick. Melbourne Demons 40 plus. Tick. Cowboys 13 plus. Tick. Richmond head to head. They're only up. What? They're only up they're up 20 at the moment, so maybe a tick. St Kilda, they're up 3, so maybe. And Penrith obviously won as well. So I'm going to be having I'm going to be looking at this a lot. So hopefully St Kilda and Richmond can get home. For me, I'm going to be very nervous as that game comes to an end. If you guys can update me with the St Kilda game, I think Richmond will probably win, but the St Kilda game's got me all nervous at the moment. But let's get into the Saturday football review, guys. I'm here by myself, so I'm probably not going to be on here for a very long time due to I'm not going to be. Obviously, it's very tough doing 3 games by yourself. I was supposed to have a few other people on here as well, but what can you do? Things have just happened. But let's get into the game. And the Dragons and the Warriors, we'll go back to that game first. And fuck me, the Warriors. I got off to a poor start. Dragons out of the gates. Obviously, the Dragons were doing this for the great Johnny Raper. The jersey number 8 was retired for this game. The Dragons were playing for him, and they definitely got up for it. Zach Lomax scored the first try in the first minute. A great start for the Dragons. Off to a 6-0 start. Good start for the Dragons. And then there was a try to Viliami Valia. He got one back for the Warriors. Sean Johnson went through and scored a nice try himself. Warriors were in front there. Dragons hit back for Cody Ramsey, who went nice through the gap there. Cody Ramsey also had a great game at fullback, in my opinion. And then Viliami Valia scored right before halftime. I think it was Warriors 14-12 or something, from what I remember, 14-12. Then there was a try to Michael Molloy on debut for the Dragons. He went over and scored a very nice try. Then there was, DWZ scored one first. It was 18, I think it was 18-14 or something, 18-12, whatever. Tries to Michael Molloy and then Zach Lomax. And the Dragons Ben Hunt went for a late field goal and he missed the field goal. And the Dragons ended up getting the result over the Warriors, 24-18. And what was a classic game down there at Cogra. It was entertaining to say the least. I thought the Warriors blew it. They had the game won for a while there, and they failed to take their opportunities. I thought the Dragons were very good. I thought they controlled the game well. I thought Ben Hunt and Talatai Amon were outstanding in the house. I thought they combined well, especially Amon. I thought he was great. Cody Ramsey at fullback had a very nice game. Lomax and Suley were outstanding. Don't want to be negative too much here, but I thought Jack Bird was a little bit quiet in the back row this afternoon. I expected a bit more out of Jack Bird today. Michael Molloy had a great game on debut for the Dragons. Jaden Sullivan off the bench laid a lot of spark off the bench there for the Dragons as well. As for the Warriors, though, they were in this game and they could have easily got it to go on point at the end there, but they just failed to do so. I thought Reece Walsh was very solid. I thought Viliami Valia played well. I thought DWZ had a great game as well. Sean Johnson had some good moments, but just not a great game. Adam Fanil-Blake went down injured as well, and he could be out for the season as well, which would be a massive loss for the Warriors. Tavaga played his 100th game or whatever it was. He didn't have the best game by any means. Chloe Harris was also quite good, and I thought Bunty at 5 off the bench for the Warriors was very good as well. But look, the Dragons, they did enough to win down there at Cogra, and they got away with the result. 24 points to 18. My top 3 players on ground from the Dragons and Warriors game this afternoon. I'm going to go with number 3. I'm going to go with Viliami Valia. Thought he was outstanding. Number 2, I'm going to go with Talatai Amon. I thought Amon had a great game at 5'8". And number 1, my man of the match is going to go to Zach Lomax. I thought Zach Lomax in the centers was outstanding. I thought he had a great game, Zach Lomax. So Lomax is my man of the match in the Dragons. 24 points to 18 win over the Warriors. And well done to the Dragons for winning, also for Johnny Raper as well. So a very nice win for the Dragons as well. So well played to the Red V. They got away with the job. They got away with the W. So good on them. Now, the next game, lads, Cowboys 36, Melbourne Storm 6. This was beautiful. I was fucking excited watching this. If you guys, I'm not sure if I posted or not. I can't even remember now. I backed Tom Gilbert for first try scorer. Won me $272. So shout out to Tommy Gilbert scoring the first try. You love to see it. Cowboys were very, very dominant once again. People are going to call me biased. People are going to call me whatever when I say this, but I don't really care because this is the first time I've seen my team play this great in so long now. But in my opinion, the North Queensland Cowboys are premiership contenders. The Cowboys are a legitimate title contender in the 2022 NRL season. At the start of the year, everyone said, Cowboys don't have what it takes. Cowboys will be bottom 4. They'll win the wooden spoon. Townsend's a bad signing. Can't do this. Holmes is this, there, and that. But holy fuck. Everyone who predicted the Cowboys to go bad have literally got egg on their face right now. The Cowboys are a very, very good team. And if you have a look at the back rowers, the likes of Jeremiah Nanai, the likes of Helam Lukey, they've come onto the scene remarkably so quickly, which is quite frightening. Tom Dearden's coming to his own. Chad Townsend's reborn. Drinkwater's playing out of his skin. You know, we lost Tamalolo and Kyle Feld in the first 20 minutes. And when that happens, the Cowboys of old would fall into a shambles and they would have dropped that game and lost that game 20+. But, man, the Cowboys are on fire. We are playing great football. I believe we will finish in the top 4. I think we're playing great. I know Melbourne had no Pappenhausen and Jerome Hughes. But here's the thing. They lost them. We lost Felton Tamalolo early on, and it was only 12-0. And 12-0 is not a big lead against Melbourne. Look, the Cowboys are playing great, and I'm just so happy. I'm just so excited right now. It's unbelievable the way we're playing. Obviously, next week we play Penrith, which is the game of the round, potential game of the year. But fuck, man, we have nothing to lose next week, lads, because everyone's going to tip Penrith to win. So no one will tip us next week. It's in Penrith as well. So Cowboys have got nothing to lose next week at all. But we'll go through the try scorers. And obviously, Tom Gilbert scored the first try in the 10th minute. Won me $272. That was fantastic. Robertson went over and scored a nice try from dummy half. Good pass there from Tommy Dearden. Cowboys 12-0. Great start. Melbourne hit back with that bold cunt, Felice Kafusi. He went over and scored for Melbourne. Cowboys 12-6 at halftime. And thought to myself, if the Cowboys can just keep a bit more running from dummy half and just keep completing these sets and obviously doing all the little things right. If you can force an error in Melbourne, everyone just gets excited for it, then obviously things will turn well. And the Cowboys in the second half, they started the game off brilliantly. A try in the corner to Murray Tuilagi in spectacular fashion, I might add. Cowboys 18-6. Then Jeremiah Nanai off a grubber kick went over and scored. Cowboys 24-6. The game, in my opinion, at 24-6 wasn't over. But when Drinkwater scored in the 51st minute, I knew it was over. When Drinkwater scored that try where he went through and Cowboys got the 36, I knew it was over then. And Drinkwater scored against his former side. Drinkwater's playing career best football. And then Jeremiah Nanai scored another try. He scored his double. And the Cowboys end up winning 36 points to 6. An incredible performance over the Melbourne Storm. I thought everyone played well. It's hard to pick a man in the match because everyone played so well for the Cowboys. But Drinkwater, he was class. Val Holmes and Hiku were great. Tuilagi was excellent. Hammer came on for Kyle Felt in the wing. Hammer did a great job. Dearden and Townsend are just getting things done at the moment. McLean had his best game in ages. Robson was great from dummy half. Hess, Gilbert, Nanai were excellent. Tamalolo got injured, obviously. The bench as well. Ruben Cotter off the bench was outstanding. Helam Lukey was great. Griffin Neem. I can't name a bad play for the Cowboys. That's how good they were. They were that good. You can't name a bad play for the Cowboys. That's how good they were tonight. As for Melbourne, well, I think Melbourne's biggest problem tonight was the completion rate. They kept dropping the fucking ball. Their last tackle options were terrible. They moved Harry Grant to halfback, which instantly I knew was a bad decision from Melbourne. Harry Grant to halfback's just, it's not going to work. And look, obviously, he was out of position tonight. So defensively, he was in all sorts. Brendan Smith tonight, he needs to be investigated as well because that tackle he did on Tamalolo, where he twisted his ankle and Tamalolo went off injured after that, was fucked up. And we got, fuck me, we're in third. Brisbane are in fourth. Queensland's taken over the NRL this year.
Broncos Cowboys grand final Sunday afternoon, 3 p.m. The Broncos redemption is on. Come on.
I'll fucking take a All Queensland grand final once again. But, you know, you have a look at Melbourne tonight, guys. The only good play they had was probably Bromwich and Kafusi. Like, I can't stand Kafusi, but him and Kenny Bromwich were probably their best players, to be completely honest with you. Tyrone Wishart came on off the bench, played a bit of fullback. He was in all sorts. And look, like I said, Harry Grant at halfback. Defensively, he was in all sorts. Munster looked lost out there. Here's the thing, right? A 5'8" is only as good as the halfback. If you're without your halfback, you're going to struggle, man. And same with your fullback. So Melbourne were obviously a little bit under strength tonight, but the Cowboys lost Felton Tamalolo the first 20 minutes. It sort of evened up on who was out for them as well. And we ended up put a score on them. I'll take it. Our confidence is high. We've won 6 in a row now. We play Penrith next week, which is probably the game of the year so far. It's going to be a classic. I can't wait. Cowboys tonight were absolutely clinical. My top 3 players on ground for the Cowboys versus Storm game, I'm going to go number 3, Jeremiah Nanai. Number 2, I'm going to go with Reece Robson. I thought he was great at dummy half. And number 1, my man of the match, I'm going to go with Scott Drinkwater. Scott Drinkwater at fullback is outstanding at the moment. He is a top 7 fullback in the game right now. The bloke's playing out of his skin. So Scott Drinkwater is my man of the match. And I'm just going to have a quick look at the AFL, guys, because I've got some scary multis on here. Fuck me, it looks pretty scary towards the end. Richmond are up by 27 points. Richmond at home. If the Adelaide Crows win, I'll win $300. If St Kilda win, I'll win $1,500. And Adelaide are up 2 with 5 minutes to go. So that's fucking scary. So I'm going to have to watch the rest of that game very soon because I'm actually quite nervous for my multis and shit. But that's pretty scary. We'll soon find out. If I win or not. Like I said, guys, if St Kilda win, if the St Kilda Saints win, I will win $1,500. So 5 minutes to go. I hope St Kilda can fucking steal it, man, because St Kilda just scored a goal. They're in front. So hopefully St Kilda win and I'll be a rich cunt. If St Kilda win, I'm a rich cunt. Simple as that. But let's get into the final game. Penrith Panthers 32, Sydney Roosters 12, and fuck me, the Roosters. The last 2 weeks they've been good. I beat the Gold Coast up there in Mackay. They beat the Eels last week up there at Magic Round in a good performance. Tonight, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to their attack tonight, but their attack was god awful. I'm not gonna spend much time on this game because this game was disappointing. I thought the Roosters would be really up for this. I thought this game would be closer than what people think, but unfortunately, it was the complete opposite. Now I got to say, the first half an hour of this game was pretty solid. It was back and forth. It was a great contest. The first half an hour, and Penrith, that last 10 minutes of that first half was really, really crucial for Penrith. It was a try to Jerome Luai, and then in the 30th minute, Luai scored, and Luai scored again before half-time. So half-time, Penrith went up 12-0, and the scoreline did not reflect the first half at all, in my opinion. And then Abby Cotter right before half-time, we get to half-time, Penrith get to an 18-0 lead over the Roosters. It was unbelievable. Panthers were all over the Roosters. And to be honest with you guys, at 18-0, it's all over. I don't care what team you are. I don't care who you support. I don't care what club. I don't care who you are. If you are down 18-0 against this Penrith team with Luai, Cleary, Yo, Toto, Crichton, all these players, Fisher Harris, Kickout, Martin, 18-0 down, you're not coming back. It's over. And Roosters needed to start the second half off well, and unfortunately, they did not do that. They failed to do that miserably. A try to Stephen Crichton where he ran about 100 metres to score. Penrith got out to a 24-0 lead. Roosters were absolutely cooked at that stage. Roosters had a couple of Roosters were getting their ass whooped at that point, and then there was a try to Tedesco, which obviously got the Roosters back in the game a little bit, 24-6 down. Roosters were still fighting, but it wasn't enough. Then there was a try to Fisher Harris. What was that? Fucking 32-6 or something, and then there was a late try to Paul Momorowski, and full time, Panthers 32, Roosters 12, and thought to myself, I don't know what's going on in here. What's that? You need the box. Oh, that's all right. I'm almost finished anyway. It's no dramas. The Roosters were very, very unlucky. I thought, not very unlucky. Sorry, guys. It's been interrupted here, but it's all good. Roosters' attack tonight looked really clunky. They went away from what worked the last couple of weeks, but when you play Penrith, it's a lot harder to score points against Penrith than it is Parramatta and the Gold Coast. So the Roosters learned a valuable lesson tonight. I think they'll be better for the run. I'm not going to sit here tonight and tell you that the Roosters season's over. They're still a great side. Obviously, no Victor Radley, who's a very important part of their attack. No Satili Tupanura as well. They miss them players a lot, but like I said, when you give up a 12-0 lead within a 4-minute period, it makes it very difficult to come back. So the Panthers end up getting the result over the Roosters, 32 points to 12, in a very, very one-sided affair. But before I wrap things up, my top 3 players on ground from the Panthers versus Roosters game, I'm going to go number 3. I'm going to go with Taylor May. I thought on the wing, Taylor May was outstanding. Number 2, I'm going to go with James Fisher-Harris. I thought he was excellent in the front row tonight. And number 1, my man of the match, I'm going to go with Jerome Luai. Scored 2 tries. I thought he was outstanding, Jerome Luai. So Jerome Luai is my man of the match for the Panthers. 32 points to 12 win over the Roosters. But anyway, guys, that concludes the Saturday football review for round 11 of the 2022 NRL season. I hope you guys enjoyed the Saturday night football review. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night from 6 p.m. for the Sunday football review, which is going to be between Canberra and South Sydney, or South and Canberra, I should say, and then the Gold Coast Titans and the Sharks. So there'll be a Sunday football review tomorrow, joined by ProEnzo Vidz. So anyway, guys, I'm getting out of here. Hope you all have a fantastic night. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, yeah, and before I go, haha, Melbourne, up the Cowboys.